everybody, how's it going? It is time once again for the show that you guys love and the gear manufacturers hate. It's time for Fearless Gear Reviews, the show where I take an unsponsored look at a product to give you guys the consumer experience. This is the show where I spend the money so you don't have to. Today on the chopping block, we've got the brand new Epiphone Prophecy Flying V. Is it any good? Did they get the paint right? Or am I going to want to send this back to the retailer? Let's find out. All right, here we go. This showed up today, and I was pretty excited to get it. I've been kind of, checking the FedEx tracker. Is it here yet? Is it here yet? Is it here yet? Yeah, we've got an Epiphone. And I got to say, this episode was inspired by you guys. After I took an honest look at the Mustaine Flying V and its absolute fucking amateur level paint job, a bunch of you guys are saying, well, what about Epiphone? What about Epiphone? I thought, that's a great idea for an episode. So I broke down and bought this guy so you don't have to. Maybe. We'll see. Time will tell. This has still got the tape on it, so let's crack it open. Let's see what we get. Now, I've heard some great things about Epiphone, but that's just the thing. Nobody's really showed me the goods. I couldn't tell you either way whether or not this is going to be worth the $900 price tag. So let's take an honest look, shall we? All right, so we got right here. Don't discard this box. Okay, cool. The end wasn't exactly sitting in the cardboard correctly, and it looks like the cardboard's been kind of fucking mangled here. So that definitely bounced around. That's not a good sign. I'm really looking forward to this because after the last guitar was such a fucking letdown. I'd like to have a Flying V on hand here in the studio. I mean, I've got my Jackson that I got way back in 1995, which is great, but I'd like a more modern version. A lot of you guys suggested getting this one. So what do we got here? We got a sticker and a bunch of crap. Do we have any tools or anything? Ooh, we got a lifetime guarantee on the tuners. Apparently they've got Grover locking rotomatics, which are some of my favorite tuners. Other than that, the packing job seems okay, but I am really concerned about the tear there. I don't know if that's going to, affect the finish there or, bend the headstock slightly. Who the hell knows? We're going to see just how stable the tuning is in just a minute here. So yeah, the guitar is definitely ripped. Let's see what we got. Tip's in good shape. All right, it did cut through that though. So the Epiphone people might want to think about maybe reinforcing that cardboard end for the V's. It's one way or another because that did not survive shipping, and that's definitely a cause for concern. Just looking at the back here, yeah, we got the Grover tuners right back there, and looks like we've got handcrafted in China, and it's got a signature with whoever signed off on the inspection. Okay, maybe that means something in the Chinese factory because it sure as fuck doesn't mean anything in the Gibson USA factory, as we found out there a couple of weeks ago on Fearless Gear Reviews. Now, if you haven't seen that episode, I'd highly recommend checking it out. Ooh, I like the weight on this. This is a little lighter than the Mustaine was, that's for sure. Feels that way. Oh, isn't that pretty? Wow. Okay, good balance. It's not pulling to the side too much. Cool. One of the things I really liked about this over the Mustaine version was the fact that we got locking tuners on here. I couldn't understand why, a $2,800 or $2,900 guitar wouldn't have locking tuners. That just kind of boggles my mind. But we've also got Fishman Fluence pickups, and yep. They got the pull taps on them, so you get the two different voicings, and then you can go single coil as well. Definitely a way better pickup option on this guitar than what was on the Mustaine V. And yeah, it's for the low price of $2,000 less than the Mustaine V. I like the matte black finish. This is cool. It's got a couple fingerprints and whatnot, but just inspecting the neck joint, don't see any issues. Yeah. Hold on. Am I seeing anything here? Nope. The neck joint looks clean. It just looks like the guitar could be cleaned up a tiny bit. Of course, I wanted black so I could see all the flaws in what we're getting. I'm going to shoot some close-ups on here as well so you guys can see what's going on. But so far, just looking around the guitar, doesn't seem to be any scratches or any flaws in the finish whatsoever. Okay, this is a big plus. This is really cool. I'm glad to report on that. So Might need a slight tuning. Now, again, this guitar came from China, not from the States, so I'm not expecting the action to be perfect. Although, you know, that 10S guitar I demoed not too long ago it was just set up perfectly out of the box. This definitely feels like the action's a little high, especially above the 12th. So the bridge can come down, the neck needs to come back a tiny bit. This guitar is definitely not in playing shape, in my opinion. I think the setup definitely needs a little bit of work. Now, a lot of you guys have said, oh, but, you know, not all guitars, blah, 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 blah. You know, here's the thing. I can show you guys, like, a whole bunch of guitars that came out of the box just ready to play. Beautiful setups, ready to go. This guitar is not one of them. So I think this is where Epiphone could step up their game, is in the initial setup. Great example of a guitar that came perfect out of the box was my Spectre I bought in 2007. And I still haven't had to make an adjustment to that guitar in all these years. It's just been brilliant and has never let me down, but the action on that thing was just flawless right out of the box. Here's a Solar fan fret 6-string. This, again, flawless right out of the box. Just love this guitar. At least I think it was flawless anyway. If I got that wrong, if somebody goes back to one of my earlier videos, no, I'm glad you had to change it. Okay, I'll stand corrected, but I'm pretty sure that one was pretty flawless. The Ormsey 29 fret 7-string, again, flawless out of the box. Epiphone V, nah, maybe not so much. Let me tune this up. Let me set the neck. Let me set the bridge. We'll plug it in and see what we get. Okay, I've got the guitar finally set up correctly. Let's check out how it plays. Okay, yeah, that is all kinds of fun. So first and foremost, I gotta say, it kind of pissed me off when I pulled the cover off the truss rod. There was no fucking pressure on the truss rod at all. It was rattling loose. So whoever does the setups in the factory really fucked up badly. So that would explain the mile-high action I had on the guitar when I first got it. I'm like, what in the fuck is going on here? So pulled off the cover, cranked the truss rod down by about probably 3.5 full cranks. Like seriously, it was that bad. And then the neck settled. I did a slight adjustment on the bridge. I'm like, fuck yeah, this guitar plays fucking great now. I was gonna shoot the segment last night, but I got playing it and got enjoying it. I'm like, fuck it, I'll shoot it in the morning. So here we are the next day. Yeah, this guitar is fucking stellar. For $900, you get some serious fucking hardware here, and it's not gonna break the bank like the, you know, the $2,800, $2,900 Mustaine V with the $3 paint job. The finish on this is pretty much flawless, as I'd expect. You know, it's got the matte finish, and unfortunately it's black, and you can see every fucking smudge and mark on it, but that's with any black paint job on a guitar ever. I wanted to see, like I said, I wanted black so I could see the flaws if there were any. No, they totally did it. I mean, like, honestly though, if they had a white guitar, I probably would have got that. I was a big fan of Accept back in the 80s, and it'd be really cool to get, you know, like one of those white guitars that they had in the balls to the wall video. But, you know, we got to make do with what we got. And it was either black or some kind of tiger finish. Honestly, I wish Epiphone would give us some more finish options with these. I'd like to see white. I'd like to see a few other colors than just black and wood grain. But that's just me. I could be wrong. Now, if you're into specs, here are the specs on the guitar so we can get over that. It's got a mahogany neck, asymmetrical slim taper neck shape, which I call bullshit. The Mustaine V was like a baseball bat. This one feels a little bit more like a Coke bottle. It's a little bit more rounded. It's still very, very thick. I prefer the feel of a Solar neck, but that's just me. What else we got here? It's 12-inch radius, set neck. Okay, that's fine. Ebony fingerboard, 24 jumbo frets. Scale length is 24.724 inches, unlike the Mustaine V, which was 25.5 inches. Honestly, I do like the feel of the Mustaine V just a little bit better in terms of playability. The shorter scale length, I don't think is helping here. I wish they'd make this with a longer scale. That would help with the down tuning, which so many of us are playing these days. This guitar is definitely not gonna go down to a drop A or something like that. You're going to run into some serious issues, I think. This definitely needs a longer scale. That's just my opinion. I could be wrong. It's also got a Graphtec Newbone XL black nut, which is great. And once again, we've got the Grover locking Rotomatics. And I think the combination of the Grovers and the nut give this guitar a really nice rock solid tuning stability, which is fucking awesome. I've definitely had a few Nightmare Gibsons in the past where I've spent more time tuning them than actually recording them. It's nice to have something a little bit more reliable. So I will give props to Epiphone there for putting some fucking quality hardware on here. And of course, we've got Fishman Fluence pickups. I've been a big proponent of those ever since they came out. I've done several videos with Fishman. They're just great fucking pickups. I love the fact that they give you some options. Here's our bass tone right here. And then we've got the coil tap, and we've got the different mode here. Sorry, that's not a coil tap. I absolutely love that tone. Now, tone-wise, yeah, just in case you guys are wondering what my signal chain is, I'm running into the Angle Fireball 100 up here with a Maxon OD808, and we're going into a custom rev cabinet loaded with a Celestion EVH mic'd up with an SM57 and a Celestion Hempback mic'd up with a JZ Classic 2 or Vintage 2. Really, really like the sound of this. It's very different from your typical Vintage 30 type thing. I really like in the blend here, especially the Hempbacks. They're super cool. They add just a nice little warmth into the spike that is the 57. Cool! Yeah, I've only been playing that riff since 1990. You'd think I would have remembered it by now. Anyway, yeah, I gotta say, I've been having an absolute blast playing this guitar. This is so much fun. I mean, like, the neck feels great. Once you get used to that weird fucking U shape, it's pretty good. The frontboard feels amazing, but it's just the overall feel of the guitar. It just makes me want to play old Priest riffs, you know, because it's like, I really, when I was a kid, I really wanted a red Gibson V with the white pickguard, because that's what KK Downing played. I mean, like that 82 Live in Memphis VHS. I mean, like, that's how freaking old I am. I used to watch that like every day after school, you know, and watch Priest do their thing, and I wanted one of those guitars so freaking badly. This is a pretty good substitute, in my opinion, anyway. Of course, it's great for thrash riffs as well. Cool. I just really do like the feel of this guitar. Now, we've also got the neck pickup here, and it's got a couple different tonal variants. I don't know if this pull here is doing anything on the neck pickup at all. But I'll tell you, this makes a difference. This turns into a single coil. A little noisy. Yeah, that's kind of cool. Probably be good for like stoner rock tones, that kind of thing. Let's see if it does clean. Yep, it definitely does clean. But this guitar is definitely a metal machine through and through. Now that's the thing. Even I can shred on this thing, so I think that says an awful lot about the playability of this neck. I can't stress how much fun this guitar is to play. Now, my only gripe so far with this whole thing is the input jack. I had a Jackson Rhodes V where they put the input jack here, which made it impossible to sit with. This is slightly better. At least it's sort of out of the way. It can kind of fit on your leg here. But I mean, like the Mustaine V had a recessed jack where it fit in like this. It wouldn't be an issue at all. I think if Epiphone wants to make any kind of improvements on the design, a recessed jack would be a really good idea. That's my first vote. Now, of course, you can say, oh, but Glenn, you know, you can just get a right-angled cord. Yes, you can, but I'd rather use the same cord I'm using on all my other guitars. I mean, fuck's sakes, guys. I mean, like, how much extra money would it be to put that in? And that's the thing. We've got fantastic fucking hardware here. We've got the Fishmans, we've got the Grovers, and we've got the Graph Tech Nut. You're getting an awful lot of guitar for $900. And that this is where it comes down to. I mean, like, who's this guitar for? This is for people who work for a living, who don't necessarily have to have a hipster heirloom instrument that they're gonna throw up on their wall and put it on display for 15 years and then sell it at a profit to other hipsters. I mean, this is a working man's guitar if there ever was one. You can take this on stage and bang it up and not have to worry about it. $900 isn't exactly cheap, but you know, I'm not going to, you know, lose any sleep if I put some scratches into this thing at a gig. And this is definitely a gigging man's instrument. This is not a showpiece. And this, you can tell by what they put onto this thing's designed to get the job done. So that's my thoughts on this. Anyway, $900, not bad at all. Besides the one caveat with the input jack, if you're spending most of your time, you know, standing and playing, it's not going to be an issue whatsoever. Overall, I do love the weight of the guitar. I love the balance. I just can't get over how much fun this thing is to play. And for all you guys out there who say, oh, you just want to hate on Gibson. You just want to hate on Gibson. Well, no, I think this is a great instrument for the money. I mean, like, this puts it right in terms of competition with, you know, what Schecter's doing, with what Solar's doing, and the newer Quartz as well. They're all priced around the same area. And we're getting a very competitive instrument here. So I can't say anything bad about this because I think it's a pretty fucking good deal. Now, the one thing the guitar might be lacking a little bit is the low string squeals. I'm having a bit of a hard time getting them to show up or articulate them. That one's kind of tough. The third string pinch harmonic, it's a little bit difficult to play. Let me get a drop D tuning on this and I'll show you exactly what I mean. It's like, does it pass the No More Tears test? And the answer to that is no. No, it does not. Like, check this out. Kind of getting it. Really difficult to get those low string harmonics in. Not sure if that's, you know, the crap strings that are on here. I mean, like, I do have to put some SITs on this at some time because I want quality strings, but it might just be the overall design of the guitar. I'm not sure what's going on. It's certainly not as easy to get low string pitch harmonics on this guitar as it was, say, like that Harley Benton I demoed a couple weeks ago. Let me show you what I mean. This guitar, by way of comparison, is just super easy to play expressively. Like, I can hit that harmonic absolutely every single time. No problem at all. Yeah, no problem, effortless. I don't know what's going on with the Epiphone there in terms of that. I'm really curious because it's same player, same pick, same technique. No problems getting harmonics here, but this one is just a lot tougher to get that same harmonic. Yeah, there we go. That might take some practice on my end. I don't know. It's definitely, I'm having a harder time with it. But it's a fun fucking guitar, that's for sure. All right, right, so bottom line, what do I think? For $900, I think this is a pretty damn good guitar. I'm pretty impressed with it. It definitely competes with what else is out there. Besides the low string pinch harmonics, having a hard time getting those. There we go. Might just need some work on my end, probably. Poor craftsman blames his tools, but I can get those easier on another guitar. The other thing to keep in mind is if you're not a V player, I had to take a break last night because I'm sitting in a different position and my arm was definitely hurting just from sitting up here because I mean like a Les Paul or, you know, a Strat shape, you're going to be down here, you know, whether it's on your left or right leg, your arm's going to be a lot lower. With a V sitting like this, your arm's going to be up like this if you want to get in a proper position. And if you don't have any muscle strength built up there, you could run into some real problems. So if you're going to play this and sit with it, and your arm is up like that and it starts hurting, take breaks. Because if you keep playing, you're going to do some damage. So make sure you take care of yourself there. That's my only caveat for personal safety with this guitar. Otherwise, you know, don't drop it, don't break it, all that kind of stuff. It's good. I think Epiphone's got a really good guitar here. I think this is a wonderful alternative to the hideously overpriced Dave Mustaine guitar with the terrible paint job. This guitar, like I said, it plays great, it feels great, and the fucking finish is great too. So no gripes there. The only big gripe I've got is this right here. That's about it, but it's definitely not a deal breaker. So if you're in the mood or you're searching for a classically styled flying V, you might want to check out the Epiphone Prophecy. I'm going to give this one a thumbs up, and I definitely recommend it over the much more expensive Made in America Gibsons. This is definitely a better deal, especially if you're a gigging musician. Anyway, that's it for Fearless Gear Reviews. Thanks so much for watching, subscribing, all that kind of stuff. Once again, these videos are funded by you guys through Monday Mix Reviews. They allow me to go out and get the consumer experience. I'm paying real money for these things. I'm getting them the same way you guys would be getting them, and I'm not getting any kind of special models. So you're getting the whole unvarnished truth about your instrument on this show. So if you like what you see, make sure you hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and I will keep making Fearless Gear Reviews. And as always, if you guys have any suggestions for instruments you'd like me to take a look at without any corporate influence, leave a suggestion below when it comes to guitars, studio gear, you name it. I'll check it out. I'll make the purchase so you don't have to and give you the real truth. Thanks so much for watching. I'll see you guys next time.